local news, local weather, and local sports. On your side. Channel 2 News at 6 starts now.
The countdown to the solar eclipse continues. We are now less than 5 months from April 8th, when parts of western New York will be in the path of totality for the eclipse. I'm Dave McKinley, and tonight the Buffalo Museum of Science is speaking with folks about safety while viewing the eclipse. 2 on your side's Keelan Berrien joins us now with more. It's coming up quicker than you think, Keelan.
Yeah, Dave. You know, we have about 5 months until the eclipse happens, and hands-on workshops are teaching people how to view it, So this morning's workshop was at the Buffalo Museum of Science. It's where Holly Cohen, the astronomy coordinator, is teaching folks what to expect and how to prepare. But of course, everything depends on the weather. Cohen says the moon will completely block the sun, causing it to get dark. She says whether it's cloudy or not, we will all still see it get dark outside. She says it's going to be like a dusk level dark, and it's not the middle of the night kind of dark. Now, the wind direction may change because Cohen says the temperature is going to drop, but if the sky is clear, we will see only the outer surface of the sun, which Cohen says is the only safe time to directly look at the sun.
Everything that's going to happen with this total solar eclipse is a coincidence. The sun, the moon, and the earth are just going to perfectly align in that order, and it's just very lucky that this is coming to western New York. This is a once-in-a-generation event. It is beautiful. Even if you don't need to know everything about the hard science, if you keep yourself and your loved ones safe, this is going to be an incredible experience for this community.
Now, Cohen says they will have more workshops in the future, but Cohen says the last time the total eclipse came to western New York was back in 1995. And, they're giving out these little glasses to use to see the eclipse. They're being handed out at the Science Museum. On your side in the studio, Keelan Berrien, Channel 2 News.
Well, today is Veterans Day, and ceremonies were held across the region honoring those who served our country. This included the annual remembrance sponsored by the Erie County American Legion at Forest Lawn Cemetery in Buffalo.
Today, every year, Veterans Day is very important. We're honored to be the host site for the recognition of all of our veterans, and we're very excited that the ROTC is here. And we see the next generation of individuals who are willing to serve.
7,100 veteran graves in the Field of Valor were decorated for today's special service.
And the home of the brave.
And veterans were also honored at the Buffalo and Erie County Naval and Military Park, where several were recognized posthumously, with family members speaking on their behalf.
The members of my family who served our country are significant in helping shape our history and the present day freedoms we're able to enjoy. I think it's important to recognize and honor them for making a difference in our lives.
Veterans received free admission to the Naval Park today. President Biden marked Veterans Day at Arlington National Cemetery, along with Vice President Harris attending a wreath laying at the tomb of the unknown soldier. There, the president called U.S. veterans the greatest fighting force in the history of the world.
Folks, as a nation, we owe them. We owe you, not just for keeping the flame of freedom burning during the darkest of moments, but for serving our communities even after they hang up their uniforms, for inspiring the next generation to serve.
Yesterday, the White House announced an expansion of health care coverage for veterans. If you are honoring a service member this Veterans Day, make sure you share your pictures with us. Here are just some of the photos and messages we've received so far today. You could see yourself online or on air too. Just post on social media with the hashtag Beyond2. Tonight we're celebrating western New York with an early kickoff of the holiday season in North Tonawanda and Depew. Folks started their shopping at some local craft shows. The Depew High School annual holiday craft show offered more than 100 vendors. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Mafia Vendor Show at Greenhouse Events Center brought artisans specializing in all things Buffalo. Bills Mafia is going to have to wait an extra day for their football fix as the Bills play in prime time once again on Monday Night Football. 2 on your side's Jonathan Acosta reports from Highmark Stadium with a look ahead at that game in Orchard Park.
Hey there, the Bills back at Highmark Stadium this week as they get set for their 3rd primetime game in a row when they host the Broncos on Monday Night Football here at Highmark Stadium. With the Bills at 5-4 on the season, though, they're going to have to go on a run during the toughest part of their schedule to get into the playoffs. The offense, the attention of most, will certainly have to get back on track after 5 lackluster weeks, but the defense is also looking to regain its form from earlier in the season. Through the first 4 weeks of the season, the Bills tallied 16 sacks, one of the highest marks in the league, en route to a 3-1 record. The last 4 games, that number's been cut in half, just 8 sacks. Defensive lineman Ed Oliver said this week if the Bills defense can get back to pressuring the quarterback, not only will the defense reap the benefits, but so will the team as a whole.
First on defense, we got to do our part as a D-line. We got to get back to having the negative plays, the sacks, the TFLs, and obviously the takeaways. When we get back to that, it makes everything a whole lot easier, a whole lot better for not just us as a D-line getting our mojo back, but just for the whole team. So I think if we just start by everybody on the D-line doing our job, starting with me, I think we won't be in the funk for long.
As for Oliver himself, he's already at 5 sacks on the year, matching a career high. He needs 3 more to reach an incentive in his contract. We'll see if Oliver can get one step closer when the Bills kick off against the Broncos Monday night at 8:15. On your side in Orchard Park, Jonathan Acosta, Channel 2 Sports.
Hi everybody, I'm Paul Hare with your forecast. It was a little chilly today, but we saw a lot of sun, at least here and there. We are now seeing a lot of clouds at the moment, but that's it, no precipitation to speak of, which is great news. We do have high pressure right now in control, and that's going to be staying in control for the next several days, almost all the way up to the end of the week. So again, really not to write home about in terms of clouds even, and certainly not precipitation. That high pressure is going to move off, and we have some more high pressure on the way that is going to be keeping us high and dry for much of the week. When we get Monday late in the night, it looks like there are possibly some showers that are trying to sneak into the area, but this high pressure should keep that east of us. It might hit Rochester and Syracuse, but it should not be entering our neck of the woods, at least as far as the models are showing right now. And that high pressure is going to hold that off through Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday until the end of the week. So we're seeing a fantastic week ahead. Taking a closer look, we do have some clouds around right now. These are lake effect clouds, not producing any rain, but it's going to clear out as we go through the day on Sunday. So you'll be seeing plenty of that sun. We'll have some clouds coming into the area very early Monday morning, but then they clear out. So again, we'll be seeing plenty of the sun once again. As we move into Tuesday, same situation. As far as the winds are concerned, we're not really seeing any winds as of right now, and we're really not going to be seeing any winds through the day on Sunday, but very early in the morning on Monday, those winds are going to kick up a little bit. These are the future wind gusts, 20 miles an hour in Buffalo, but by the time we get to Monday evening, we might be seeing wind gusts close to 40 miles an hour. The sustained winds will be closer to 15 to 20 miles an hour, but again, those wind gusts will be through us throughout the day on Monday. It'll start to die off a little bit when we get later into Monday evening, and then Tuesday as well. They'll be around, but then beyond that, the winds should be out for the rest of the week. In terms of temperatures, it is chilly. We're in the mid to upper 30s right now in much of western New York. If you're heading out for a night out on the town, we'll be around 32 degrees in Buffalo around 9 p.m. But look at this, we are dipping down extra chilly tonight. Some areas of the south towns in the southern tier will be in the mid to low 20s. We'll be around 28 degrees for an overnight low in Buffalo. And then tomorrow we're getting up a little bit warmer into the mid 40s in a lot of areas, the upper 30s in some portions of the southern tier. We're supposed to be right around 50 degrees for this time of year. So Sunday again, it'll be a little bit below average. Monday will be nice, 53 degrees, dipping a little bit down for Tuesday. But then Wednesday and Thursday, we're a few degrees above average, and that'll feel very nice. So tonight we're going down to a very chilly 28 degrees. It's going to be partly cloudy. We'll have very light winds out of the north. Fast forwarding to Sunday, 46 degrees, mostly sunny. The winds are going to start calm, and then southerly winds 5 to 10 miles an hour later into the evening. And then Sunday night, 34 degrees overnight into Monday. Obviously, we're looking ahead at the Bills game for Monday Night Football, so it is still going to be breezy, not as breezy as it would have been earlier in the day on Monday, but in the evening we'll still have winds 10 to 20 miles an hour and gusts 25 to 30 miles an hour, a very chilly 43 degrees as we go into that game. So the 7-day forecast here shows again that little dip in temperatures for Sunday, only 46 degrees, a little bit of a warm up for Monday, dipping down again for Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday look nice. It looks like we're going to have a cold front moving through the area on Friday, which could possibly be bringing us a rain shower or two. It shouldn't be anything too significant, at least that's what the models are showing right now. We'll obviously be keeping an eye on it. Same for the south towns and the southern tier, so temperatures pretty much where we need them to be for this time of year, but we should be seeing plenty of sun as well, possibly keeping an eye on that rain though for the upcoming weekend.